Aloha everybody, and welcome to part 3 of Mega Man ZX Advent. And right off the bat, I'm going to be activating that warp point because I'm going to be using it quite a bit. It's right next to the exit of Hunter's Camp where the Pseudoroid branching pathway is and the green keycard key doorways are, so, you know, it's just a good warp point to activate right up front. But either way, folks, we are now in the Tower of Vendure, and this is our first real stage since the intro stage. Alert! Alert! Security system malfunction. Alert condition 3 in effect. Seal all exits. Yo, this isn't good! It's no good. The doors are locked.
This is Albert. Are you alright, Ash? That old tower was built to surveil the surrounding area. The security has been fortified against Mavericks, but there seems to be a malfunction. There should be a computer at the top that controls the security system. You must get in there and disarm the system, Ash.
So yeah, with this level, you're not allowed to go back to Hunter's Camp or anywhere else until you defeat the Pseudoroid at the very top. All the doors are sealed, so you're pretty much stuck in this level until you finish it. Or until you get a game over. Either or. But either way, folks, I'm going to be using my homing shots, which is the scanning range, a lot here, because the homing shot can lock onto enemies that are like slightly below you, slightly above you, and there's a lot of plant-type enemies that open up, and then they shoot this homing electricity ball at you that you can't really get rid of until it wears off itself. Like, it'll follow you a slow, certain distance until it eventually disappears. And you can't really shoot downwards, you know, we're not Samus Aran. We can't aim diagonally upwards or downwards, so the homing shot helps a lot there. And you can always back up and go down the slant and shoot the plant robots that way, but either way. Also, I say Samus Aran. I know in the video games they call her Samus Aran. I like Aran better, I think it sounds better. Samus Aran. The bounty hunter who has to go stop Metroids at Planet Zebes. Or is that wrong too? Is it Zebes? Zebes? I don't know. The Metroid universe has all these names, I don't know how to pronounce them. Either way. I shouldn't have to remind you, because this is a Mega Man game, but all the spikes throughout this place are instant kill. Doesn't matter how much health you have, doesn't matter which Pseudoroid you are. Well, kind of. It depends which Pseudoroid, but these spikes will kill you in one hit if you touch them, and they're in this mini-boss fight, so don't touch the walls because you'll instantly die, which adds a lot of tension to this fight. But either way, this spider has a whole bunch of moves. It has the ability to spin its legs around, so you need to keep jumping over them. It has the ability to summon mini-spiders, and you'll need to shoot them before they start walking up to you. And its legs will also try to attack you, and they will destroy the blocks you're standing on, based on the color of the leg that tries to attack you. If a red leg tries to attack you, it's going to destroy the red block. If a yellow one tries to attack you, it's going to destroy the yellow block, etc., etc. So, as long as you pay attention to what leg is reacting, you might not need to move, because it might be attacking a block that's very far away from you. Because if it's a blue leg attacking a blue block, you'll be fine, you know? It also has this move where it creates this electricity beam right in front of itself that you can't jump into because it's like just right above your head, you know? So if you jump, you'll take damage. And it shoots all of these electricity balls upwards, and then they fall downwards to where you are, and it's very easy to predict where they are and where they're going because the balls fall just slow enough that you should be able to walk in between them and dodge them that way. But anyway, folks, we're coming up to a life up, which is one of the best upgrades in the ZX games, and you have to use this crumbling tower right here. You have to climb it from the right side, and most casual gamers are going to climb it from the left side, destroy it, and they're going to miss out on this life up. There are only 4 life ups in the game, just like the first Mega Man ZX, and a life up increases your health bar permanently. From now on, my health bar will be that big till the end of the game, or until I pick up the other life-ups that I can find, but, very important item, and it's so easy to screw that up, because, again, you have to climb the thing that falls apart as you're climbing it, and if you climb it from the left, you destroy it, and then you can't get it. A lot of people think you have to be Queen Bree, which is another Pseudoroid we're going to be seeing later. Or is it Queen Bee? I forget. I think it's just Queen Bee, but, They think you have to be Queen Bee. They think you have to be Model H. Nah, you just have to climb the right side of the pillar as it's crumbling in order to reach it. And you have to climb fast. Like, you have to just, like, hop a lot as you're coming up to it, basically.
For a raider to make it this far is quite something. Yeah, I like you. Accept my thorny embrace and allow your soul to be scattered like petals on the breeze. Stay away from me!
Stop! I'm the one you want.
What? A girl? I'm busy. Just wait there. I'll get to you when I finish ripping this man's soul out.
So you're the one who caused the security system to malfunction. What are you doing here?
You know, you're really starting to get on my nerves. Now look what you've done. You've let my sacrifice get away. What am I doing here? Okay, I'll tell you.
Watch this!
Let me start by introducing myself. My name is Rose Park. I sacrifice those unfortunate enough to wander into this tower. You too can become a sacrifice for the strength of the new king. Biometal Model W.
Model W, eh? Either way, folks, now we're taking on Rosespark, and Rosespark tends to spend most of the fight on these vines, and he has the ability to transfer from one vine to the other, and sometimes when he does, he creates this electric field of energy that will go up and down the vine as he goes across, and if you're standing directly under it, it will damage you. And while he's on these vines, he shoots a whole bunch of arrows. He shoots a whole bunch of spikes all over the place, and they can be pretty hard to dodge. Like, if he's high up, you can instantly just walk under him and you'll be fine. But of course, pay attention to the electric vines. You don't want to get shocked. He has this laser move where he charges it up, and he can do this from the top or the bottom. If he does it from the bottom, you want to keep hugging the ceiling as much as you can. And if he does it from the top, then you want to get to the bottom as soon as you can. And sometimes you can go, like, behind him if he's in the middle vines, you know? Like, you can get behind him and the laser won't hurt you at all. But either way, that's Rosespark.
Oh, the nerve, that strength, how I'm wilting, wilting.
The voice acting is something special, huh? I mean, I'm glad this game has voice acting, but it's not very great. Either way, folks, we defeated Rosespark, so now we can become Rosespark. And he's a very situational Pseudoroid. He doesn't have a running animation, he's just sort of slowly slides everywhere. He has limited range because he shoots projectiles straight above. He can whip directly in front of him, but like when you're going through regular levels, he's only really useful when you're in a vined area, when you're in these kind of thin poles kind of stuff where he can climb, because then you can actually shoot all the arrows and stuff that he shot at you multiple times, a lot faster than he did in the boss fight. And again, you can charge up all these moves so that your vine will be electric. You can switch from vine to vine as Rosespark. You can even create a little crazy energy field when you charge up the arrow attacks. So, yeah. Very situational. You can't use him most of the time in every level ever, but he has his uses. He has his uses.
You're one of the gang who attacked our airship, aren't you? No! Stop! Stay away!
It's no use. He's in a total panic. Calm down. I'm here to help you.
Stay back! Get away!
What just happened?
Total and utter defeat. That man, unable to endure the terror, fell victim to Model W.
Model W? This humongous thing is a biometal?
Biometal Model W. A biometal made from an ancient weapon.
Who the heck are you?
Mega Merge.
You, the chosen one for Model A? What a disappointment. I am Aeolus, the Wind Mega Man, Model H.
Codename Sharnak. Shadow Mega Man, Model P.
Model H? Model P? Are these the other Mega Men Prometheus was talking about?
Operational time limit exceeded. Retrieve Model W.
Wait! I'm right here! Are you just gonna run away?
Us? Run away? Don't be stupid. We're letting you live. For now. Right now, our first priority is developing Model W. We can take care of you anytime.
Operational time limit exceeded. Requesting you move expeditiously. Model W awareness level 2. Estimated time till Maverick generation 5717 seconds.
Hey! You mean that Model W caused all of those Mavericks?
Your ignorance knows no bounds. The fact that you even need to ask shows that you are not fit to be a Mega Man. You may live for now, but the next time we meet will be your last.
Finally, we were able to reach you. Are you okay? We've verified that the security system has indeed been disarmed. Now you should be able to continue.
Oh my god, Model P, Model H, they belong to two different guys named Aeolus and Sharnak. Be careful, Ash, there are thorns everywhere. Oh yeah, you can morph into Rosebark. And then he basically just tells me how to play as Rosebark, but I already demonstrated how he moves and how he does things. You need him to use these vines or these pipes in order to get through, and yeah, that's pretty much all he's good for, because he's not good for, like, running around a level, attacking enemies in front of him and stuff, you know. Very situational, this Pseudoroid, very situational, but, the voice acting is, like, kind of bad because, like, you can tell that the actors are just sort of reading with the text boxes. So, like, they finish their sentences when they're in a middle of a sentence because that's where the text box ends, and that's where the voice clip begins and ends, you know? Like, it ends where the text box ends, and then it starts up again with the next text box, and sometimes the voice acting, it doesn't really connect very well. It's awkward. Due to an airship crash in this area, safety locks are in operation. Locks can be disengaged by deactivating the 3 elemental switches. To deactivate, exploit the vulnerable attributes of each elemental switch. Electricity is effective against fire, ice against electricity, and fire against ice. We know the order. We've played the Zero in the last ZX game. Well, we have Buckfire, we have Rosebark. That means we have fire and electricity, but we don't have an ice element, which means we can't go through these doors. But I reminded you guys that there was another Pseudoroid in a different pathway at Hunter's Camp, so I'm going to be using the transport feature of the trans server in order to go back to Hunter's Camp. And this is actually where you get an overworld map. Like here we can see like this long tube right here. This is the Tower of Vendure. We're at the oil field just to the right of it. And if you connect the lines and look at how the map is placed and stuff, you can tell where the Hunter's Camp is. You can even see the places that we played in the intro stage, like the airship area. You can also see the train area. You can even go back to the train area if you want, but it's a pretty short area. I don't know why you would want to, other than to refight Buckfire later, but we'll get into that stuff. The only trans server is in Hunter's Camp Part 1, so I'm going to go to the first part of Tower of Vendure, and then I'm just going to go to the left of the doorway, and then I'm already at the exit of Hunter's Camp. That's why I set up that warp point, just so I could instantly get to this point right here. Either way, folks, come back for Part 4, because we're going to be going after the Ice Pseudoroid, Chronoforce. That's a badass name, if I do say so myself. See you then.